What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to be discussing the matchup between the Dallas Empire and the Minnesota Rokkr. This game is going to be taking place on April the 9th. This is going to be day 3 of the CDL's Stage 2 Major to crown the major champion of the month. This is going to be a pretty good game, considering that Dallas Empire has been the favorite every time these teams have matched off, and yet the Minnesota Rokkr just seems to, know the Dallas Empire's game plan down to a T. They have beat Dallas Empire in both games that they have faced off with each other. Back when they had Major Maniac, and now that they have the new player Standy, I really do think that the lines reflect maybe the Minnesota Rokkr a little bit too close to the Dallas Empire here. Dallas Empire minus 155 to win. Minnesota Rokkr is a plus 120 to lose, or to win, should I say. I do believe truly that the Dallas Empire is going to win this series this time around. I think they've seen the Minnesota Rokkr 2 times already, and both times I believe they've lost 3-2. Just little things against Minnesota Rokkr haven't allowed the Dallas Empire to really, clap back like they want. As far as picks go, I do believe that Illy and Crimsix yesterday were one of the best picks in the entire slate. Crimsix went off. He got 144 fantasy points in the sweep yesterday against the New York Subliners. He got 73 kills and 49 deaths. And honestly, I really do think that Crimsix and Illy have been, performing very well recently, especially Crimsix. He's actually been quietly posting high daily fantasy numbers. Maybe not so much in the past 4 games, but before that he was doing very well. And now it looks like he's coming back into form. So Crimsix is always on my radar for me. I believe that he's the second best play on the Dallas Empire. I do feel like Illy's always the number 1 at 7,400. They dropped his price again from yesterday, where yesterday he did really good. He also posted against New York Subliners sweep. He had 56 kills and 51 deaths, so he didn't do too great, but he still got 114 fantasy points, which is what matters. Hugh also went off, and Shotzi, he did great as well. So the whole team did great yesterday. Today might be a little bit different, but if this goes to a game 5 again like it has in the previous times these teams have played each other, almost every player on the winning team here is going to be of a good value, especially on the Minnesota side, since they are the cheaper ones. Attach, Priesta, and Accuracy are going to be the big ones for me. I would have voted Standy just because the sample size for his numbers isn't too big, and he's the most expensive player right now at 10,400 in the cap. He's 15,600 in the flex position. I mean the cap position, and then 10,400 in the flex. I would not have him at captain position. As for the Minnesota Rokkr side, if I had to pick somebody, I always would go with Priesta or Attach, just because Priesta is at a very cheap price. And at $7,000, Priesta has actually been posting upwards of 100 fantasy points in the last 3 games, I believe. Yes, against Seattle, Dallas, and Optic, Priesta has been posting upwards of 100 fantasy points. I do believe that's because, they 3-0'd Optic, they beat Dallas, and they beat Seattle as well. And he's been doing good, and he's at 7,000, so he's a good value in my opinion. Now he might be hitting his stride, and I really like what I'm seeing out of Priesta as well as Attach. Attach is a very solid player. He's actually a beast. Whenever you can get him close to 8,000, that's a surefire shot to value. He has his past 3 games are 100 fantasy points, per game. And as we can see here in the previous games, Dallas won the hard point 250 to 180, their last game that they played. Minnesota Rokkr took the S&D, which Dallas Empire notoriously bad at. Minnesota Rokkr, they took the control 3-2, which was close. And then Dallas took the hard point again, and then Minnesota Rokkr took the S&D. So as you can see here, once Dallas Empire shows that they can, improve in their S&D game, they're more likely to beat this team. On their last game against the New York Subliners, the Dallas Empire 6-0 to them. I believe it was in the Search and Destroy 6-0 to the New York Subliners. So that was a good sign of improvement in that area. So I am confident that Dallas Empire is going to win, and those would be my favorite picks here today. If you like what you see, if you like the content, leave a like, dislike. If you want to give me some input on how to make the channel a little bit better, feel free to do so. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching.